last one, depending on how this guy in the bottom right does. Pre-on Terraces, it was his opponent's map pick. He was really happy to see a gold-based map, apparently. Lots of smiles in chat. But we'll see how he does it. In the bottom right, it's going to be the red Zerg player, Soulkey.
In the top left, as the yellow Zerg, it's Horror.
Okay, so gold bases for the expansion, not at all surprising. I think this is pretty much standard.
Yeah, a little bit. They both go for very similar builds in the gas timings as well, so no speed benefits for either one of them. I suppose we'll go for a Bailiness first. That would change things, but I don't think that's going to be the case. They're both going to scout the gold base 2 soon enough. I like how everyone has learned rather quickly to send their second Overlord to the top right in Soulkey's case, bottom left in Horror's case, to check for Lings or Banelings that are going around the map.
Yeah, there's been a lot of situations where this sneak attack, Lings just kind of getting around the side have completely blindsided people to the point where it's expected now.
Yep. So now the tricky thing to do is go the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
brilliant.
run through the middle of the map like some kind of crazy guy.
Yeah, funnily enough, that is kind of the way it's been going, but no one did an early pool, obviously, so they didn't really have to worry about that, and they're actually moving their overlords respectively back to the middle to scout to make sure they know what is coming through the larva of their opponents. They both get a Baneling nest as well. Again, everything is really well timed for both of them. And this could go to either one doing a very dedicated Ling attack or actually trying to just purely be defensive. Of course, Horror has been the more on the aggressive side, but Soulkey last game was the one that was aggressive, the one that held off on the lair. And he is the first one to start making a lot of Lings, but Horror is right behind him.
Queen spit in the shatter too. I think for... Okay, well, we are going to get knife fights this game. So more Lings coming from both players. Really big dedications on the way. We talked about, like, we haven't seen Baneling Lings in this series. We're going to finally, out of Horror, see what he's made of. We've seen it out of Soulkey more than enough times, versus True and many other series. So I know where Soulkey sits. We are wondering, like, how is Horror going to handle this?
So Soulkey doesn't dedicate too much to this attack and does start droning back at home. Not necessarily that bad of a hit with that Baneling, but again, without more Lings flooding in, he starts making quite a few more. He's not really going to be able to capitalize on any Baneling hits. Horror is going to go for a Roach Warning. Apparently he loves that building so much.
Yeah, it's his favorite unit in the game, man.
Yeah. If he got a second gas, I would call... Oh, okay. Got a second gas, I would call all in. And he does get a second gas. So maybe that's the last round of drones. We'll see if he also makes a big burst of Overlords, too, to secure the supply for Roaches. Just typically what you have to do. Soulkey, takes a really bad hit, I'm going to say now, and actually will lose quite a few drones with the Lings. Okay, only 2 drones with the Lings, getting the last killing blow. But I was going to say, Horror should expect something like this from Horror. I said that right? Soulkey should expect this from Horror. And is trying to get the scout into the main base to see the Roaches, and he will see the Roach Warren, so hey, good thing I started my Roach Warren 30 seconds ago.
So that Baneling hit, I mean, killing so many Lings like that isn't going to be what ends the game, but damn, that should have been so much more Soulkey has on the field right now for potential counterattacks, for cannon fodder for those Roaches. Like, I'm not saying that Baneling hit was unrecoverable. Ugh, wasting a Baneling there, certainly. Lots of little things working against Soulkey, and Horror is pushing. There's no spines down for this. He's relying on his own units, and he needs every unit possible for this.
Yeah, a bit low on that money right now, but he's trying to match the Roach count.
Oh, cutting off reinforcements is kind of a cute idea.
Yeah, I mean, 1 Roach at this point is pretty important, or maybe soaking up any of these Banelings with the 1 Ling.
Double kill! What a hype!
Really nice. Damn.
Amazing Ling!
Soulkey might just want to go ahead and take some damage to his economy and able to hold. And he will take some damage, just barely splits at the last second, so he'll lose his 2 drones.
Baneling did clear out most of the Lings. That was a lot of what Soulkey had going for him. His worker count's not too bad with a gold base, and the Roaches are going to push this back thanks to Defender's advantage.
Yeah, so 6 drones in total is not terrible, considering that they're both, once again, kind of on even footing. Even tech, mostly even drones, and both on a gold base, of course, as well. Soulkey making a lot more Lings, might plan on just countering right now, and Horror did spend quite a few... minerals, larva, basically everything on a round of drones here. Soulkey could have an advantage. Certainly with these Ravagers coming in, that'll help too.
9/11. Never forget that roaches beat roaches. The queen does get picked off immediately. The Ravager count's going to be really cool to see for this because it's such a low dynamic, but like 1 or 2 corrosive bottles can be huge. But the queen's going down is bad. The drones are getting pulled. Horror's panicking. He's on his last life in this tournament. He knows it. He wants to make sure he does not lose the game here, as there's no counterattack going down on the other side of the map while this goes on. Soulkey's controls looking pretty good, though. He's keeping these roaches alive. The Ling's acting to be that cannon fodder, just soaking those roach hits.
This is barely going to be enough, it looks like. Horror with a mistake and making just one too many drones.
Soulkey's got so many roaches, like 1 shot from dead, 3 shots from dead. If Horror could just get those shots in, he could start evening this up, but the Lings coming in now might be just a little bit too much. They might be that nail in the coffin that nails Horror out of the park.
I was expecting that. GG!
GG! Ladies and gentlemen, Soulkey will be your Olimoleague champion for the first Olimoleague of 2016.